King series that we see over here, painted by Rabin Mondal in the 1970s, is an extraordinary series of works by this artist, not only because it tells a story of pain, anguish and violence, it also resonates with the artist's philosophy, and it talks about the extreme angst and violence that we witnessed in the 20th century. Not only in India but around the world. We experienced world wars. India itself was partitioned in 1947. That was a very painful period in its history. Rabin Mondal continued to see a degree of that violence from his home in Calcutta, particularly his neighborhood of Howrah, which was an industrial suburb of the city of Calcutta, and observed Naxalism, violence in the streets, riots, extreme deprivation, all of which he juxtaposed with mankind's ambition. He shows him actually as someone not enjoying that position of authority, that wealth, that power, but in a sense vulnerable, alienated, isolated. As in a lot of Rabin Mondal's work, the colors he is most drawn to are very, very dark. He uses very strong red, and this is not a celebratory red, it is a red that is almost ominous. He uses a lot of greens and blues, and somehow again the greens and blues are treated by him in such a way that speaks of somehow an ancient past, something that is very strong. There is no detailing of the eyes, the nose, the mouth, for instance. The body as a template is a very roughly drawn out figure. The perspectives are not correct. Certainly when you look at the extremities of the limbs, the fingers and the toes, etc., they are almost like lumps of flesh that have been attached to the body. But this 8-part series takes you through the journey of the king being crowned, to the king being welcomed into his chamber, going into his harem. It takes you through perhaps moments in his day, his life as a figure of authority, where that increasing sense of alienation becomes almost ominous. There's a sense, I think the king knows it, and the viewer sees this, that he's there not with any sense of permanence. He's there for a very short time, and in that short time he is so isolated that anguish of office, the sheer paranoia of who this figure represents comes through and it comes through in all the 8 paintings in the series.